Hey, how you guys doing out here? James Hopper with Associates Productions Movie Reviews. You guys know Jimmy. You guys know Renard. And today is a very, very special episode. For today is our 20th episode of movie reviews. Yeah, we got 20, I don't want to say 20 movies, but 20 topics that we have smashed in the last 6 months? Somewhere around there?
Sounds like a college night.
Yeah, and today's topic is John Wick 1, 2, and 3.
Soon to be a fourth, hopefully.
Yeah, soon to be fourth. There's already a trailer for the fourth one. I don't know if they can time date this stuff. But yeah, there's already a trailer for the fourth one, so that's good.
Cool. Be down for that.
So let's get into it. First one came out in 2014, I believe.
Correct.
So that's like
8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
damn. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know. It doesn't seem like it's been that long.
No,
but
really
for the first one, it's actually been 2014. And to be honest with you, I really don't have anything to bash about the first one.
I mean, realistically, I do, but I don't. The whole idea of like going apeshit over the car. I mean, maybe if I just lost my wife, I'd probably get pissed off and like go kill somebody too for stealing my car. The dog I can understand because that was like the gift to him from his
dead wife. Yeah, was the dog.
So yeah, at that point I probably would have went apeshit and really
killed a bunch of people.
Yeah. Being in that business, at least.
My only thing is, what is the odds of him going to this random gas station, to get gas, and then the one guy's son is there.
Yeah,
that's scoping out the car and scoping out the dog and all this other shit. What are the odds of that even happening?
That's what I call a hell of a coincidence.
Right. An unfortunate coincidence.
And then somehow from there they follow him home, or they find out where he lives, which was a little bit of mystery.
Yeah, they really never explained that.
And here's the one kicker. You got John Wick. You know who he is. He's this top killer assassin, hitman for this, whatever, you know what I mean? And I understand even if he's off his game a little bit. How do you not know that these guys are breaking in your house and stealing your car and
right?
Because he's retired. He's sitting at the cut. He's retired.
I understand he's retired.
But there would still be some type of like
security system,
right? Actually, yeah.
The killer instinct was going to kick in at some point, right?
You would think. Like and how bad he gets his ass kicked right out of the gate. Like, I get he gets caught off guard, but
he's retired.
Then being retired and coming back to immediate badass right afterwards don't just happen.
Yeah.
Hey, it took Michael Jordan to lose before he got back to form, right?
Okay, fair enough point.
Anyway, he does kill a lot of people. The action was good. Story was good. It was all well
put together.
The club scene.
What's up with this club scene?
Oh man, probably one of the most awesome scenes you ever see in an action film, man.
The music in the background, how like chill it is, and he's just fucking popping bullets into everybody, dude.
Similar to that, it reminds me. I think it's better than the club scene in Collateral.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Like, that club scene was incredible, man.
So, overall, that first one gave birth to a really good movie franchise.
Definitely.
Let's hop into the second one.
Starts out immediate action.
Yeah.
Like, from start to finish. Something that the first one had, like, once it got rolling after about, like, the first 20 minutes of that intro. But, the second one was just fucking nonstop.
He killed probably twice as many people in the second one than the first one.
Probably in the first 15 minutes of the second one.
And
it was wild.
He was most definitely not off his game in the second one because he took less of a beating. Here's my thing with the second one. It dives deeper down into the story of John Wick with the markers and all this other stuff. You understand how he got out of the game, how he got back into the game with the whole marker thing. All good. It's the villain that's a little out there for me. It's the
little Frenchman dude or whatever.
It's Santino, whatever his name is, kills his sister
to get the seat at the
high table. Which I would think that he is already at some sort of high power level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
wouldn't he technically got in trouble for that anyways, given the fact that, like, the way they portray that story, I feel like he would have gotten to some shit and probably wouldn't have been able to take the seat anyways.
Yeah.
So it just kind of seems pointless and redundant at that point.
And then he gets John Wick to do it, which let's be honest, man.
They just threw that in there to get an antagonist for John or something.
Yeah, but here's the thing. John just walks in there and she kills herself, but he then puts the ending bullet in her. Mm-hmm. But I feel like anybody could have just walked in there and killed her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, he could have got anybody to do it.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't have to blow up his house and do all this other extra shit to...
I was going to say, he did kind of go overboard just to get him to fulfill a marker that...
You know, and then they get the bounty on him, which is... I understand he's a badass. We understand he's a badass. I get that. But then he's literally walking through the whole city when people could have just popped this dude
right
at any time of the film.
Especially a character we left out in the first one, though, how William Dafoe was the sniper. You mean tell me he's the only sniper that's in this little group of mass killers?
Yeah, looking to kill, you know?
Yeah, like...
But I mean, you know, he's walking through the city, but maybe people have heard the rumors. They know they're scared shitless.
Yeah.
Well, but if you're like 30 stories up with a sniper rifle, he ain't gonna be a whoop your ass.
That's different,
you know,
I mean, he feel he can roam free. You know? Omar off the wire.
Just don't miss, basically.
They're running from his ass.
And then this is kind of the birth of the controversy of him like killing a bunch of people with a bunch of other people around, and nobody says shit. Nobody's noticed it.
It's like the most relaxed thing ever.
He's in the middle of a concert and he popped the first guy on the concert stage, and everybody's and then he's jumping and running through the crowd, shooting more people, and everybody's just dancing and minding their own business like they in the Matrix or some shit.
I was about to throw the theory.
Which the theory has already been debunked. You know,
you know what? They say that shit. You never know with Hollywood.
There's no similarities. You know. And so
sure there was. They never shaved him or cut his hair or shit for the Matrix.
And so they set it up for the third one, obviously.
Yeah.
Where he has this massive $14 million hit on him.
Yeah, because he's been excommunicado
from all the whatever
hotels and stuff. Yeah,
we go into the third one, which again, the third one is a good movie.
Action packed
from start to finish.
Yep.
Kills a bunch of people in front of another bunch of people,
and somehow nobody gives a shit.
So. You know, like when old dude killed the one guy in the train station.
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah,
in front of all the kids and everything.
That scene in the library, like in the start. I think that was the library, wasn't it? Yeah. With the friggin' big, almost like Russian dude.
Fighting in the middle of a library.
That was a badass scene, though.
Badass scene, most definitely. But
I actually thought he might have, in a realistic standpoint, he would have got his ass
kicked. we dive deeper down into the story of Jadani. His real name is Jadani.
Oh yeah.
Where he came from, how he's trained, and all this other stuff with the ballerinas and the wrestlers and all that shit.
Yeah.
And his goal is to go talk to the person that's higher than the high table, you know, to try to get some sort of reconciliation on this old drama that he put himself in, and blah this and blah that. My thing is this motherfucker is in the middle of the desert. He's supposed to be the high of the high table. I'm thinking he's going to be in some big mansion, hanging out, doing whatever.
This dude's chilling in a fucking tent.
He's chilling in a fucking tent. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. In order for John Wick to come back, do all the killing that he usually does, he's supposed to kill Winston, you know.
Because he was the one who helped him get out
of the blah, whatever drama. But then he never kills Winston.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, is he back to being excommunicado, or is he back to being where he even started
Even though Winston betrays him at the end anyways. Like,
he's incognito.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They gave him a job to do to bring him back. He didn't do the job, so is he still kicked out? Is he still starting from square one from the very beginning of the second one?
I mean, theoretically, because at the end, the way it was, he literally got through off the roof. Like, which is complete bullshit, because you watch a guy, like, bounce off, like, 6 guardrails on the way down.
Well,
like
he got hit by 2 cars with no broken legs in this movie. You know. So, I understand he's a badass.
But there's badass, and then there's just
Wolverine or something.
Right? Yeah. Here's my other.
Which there's been the theory that he would cast as Wolverine. I'd be okay with this.
Here's my other thing with the third one. Is like I said, they dive deeper into the story, blah this, blah that, and he gets into this little the Continental, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's at the very end. He had all the assassins in there trying to kill him, blah blah blah. That which good scene where they had all the protective body armor and all this other.
Yeah.
We get past that part where he's getting slammed by fucking 8 or 9 little glass thingies majiggers. You know what I'm talking about at the very end of the movie. And then he fights the I believe his name was David Depakis or whatever his last name is.
The guy with the swords in the
Yeah.
He was already like completely wore down by the time he even got to that guy.
Here's my thing. I understand, again, he's a badass. I get that. But when the villain gives you so many opportunities to actually kill the main character and they don't because he's a badass, and then they show how much he was a badass when they could, again, just kill the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I understand he has this whole stigma, this Baba Yaga, whatever. But there's so many opportunities where all of those guys at the very end could have killed John Wick.
Just like ran up on him and
just
stabbed
could
him.
have just took him out, and they didn't. You know, so it doesn't help play the part of him being a badass if he gets his ass whooped and then comes back to be
After,
a badass.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He should already just be a badass.
Like, you shouldn't have to catch your breath to be that badass.
You know what I mean? And so, yeah. And then the whole
that Halle Berry in the third one.
yeah,
That was his ticket out
very
of there.
good scene.
Yeah.
with the dogs and all this other shit.
They revolve a lot around dogs and killing dogs, I've noticed. Or trying to, at least.
You know,
They're really playing off of the whole love for animals kind of thing that they got going on. Which is fine.
Peter can't be happy about that.
I was going to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's fine. You know, it's not the end of the world, but still.
So,
Yeah.
you know, dog is extension of your family, man. Your son, your daughter. You know,
It's true.
had to go recover my dog. You know, a few weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
ran away from home. So I understand, man. You know, I definitely understand.
And then he still has the same dog from the first one. Well, he got the one dog at the end of the first one, stayed through the second one, and then
Yeah.
they're gonna break rules to house the dog because they're helping out John Wick when they're not supposed to.
Yeah. And then, I can't think of his name. I just always call him Morpheus because that's all I know.
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah.
His character's like this, like underground, like high table motherfucker, like through the whole film too. All the
See,
films.
now you're bringing up more shit.
Yeah, no, like I'm going for it.
And then you got this guy that's king of the hobos,
Yeah.
you know, but has so much power, you know.
This
all
rat
around
will
the
do
city.
my bidding.
Yeah, you know, it's like, is his like group strictly just to clean up all the dead bodies in the air? Because that looks like that's all they do is just they communicate with each other through.
I mean, they sweep
The
John
birds
Wick's
and
ass
all
off the
this,
street
you
at the
know,
end of
it's
the
like-
third one, so. And then he's all stitched up and looks all Scarface,
it's
and
like- I feel like they're reaching a little bit on the whole hobo things, you know. Like I don't understand that part.
Well,
You gotta
now
give those
John-
people hope, man. You know.
And then here's the thing: in the third one, they were supposedly getting rid of all the people that helped John Wick out, but they didn't get rid of all the people that helped them.
No.
They killed all their goons or whatever, and then kept them alive. You know what I mean? Which
so
doesn't make sense.
going off the end of the third one, if he's now joining the King of the Hobos, would he be no longer Bobo Yaga, but Hobo Yaga?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's very. I mean, I can only assume in the fourth one there's going to be more action. They got Donnie Yen in the fourth one.
Oh, yeah.
I think I got Scott Adkins cast in the third one, or the cast in the fourth one. I can't remember. I'm a big, huge Scott Adkins fan, actually.
Trying to think, what's he playing?
A lot of stunt stuff. He does a lot of directed DVD movies and shit.
So like a lower Steven Seagal.
No, but he's a lot better than Steven Seagal because he
I was
actually
gonna
kicks
say-
ass. You know,
Old
I
Steven
guess
Seagal used to kick
Seagal's a
ass.
badass, man.
he used to be
Back in the day.
Yeah,
back in the
right,
day.
right.
You know.
Now, he might roll over on you.
He's
Yeah,
actually
these
still
days.
teaching martial arts though. If you have enough money, people pay him like $500,000 to learn one or two techniques or something like that. It's
I
very.
just watch YouTube videos. Would that be the case?
Yeah.
Ask a friend to be stupid enough to try it with me. So
Uh-huh.
that's quickest way to learn shit, I suppose.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to cut it short there.
Well, before we call it, I'd like to wish my mom a happy birthday because today is also her birthday as well as her 20th episode. So happy
there you
birthday,
go.
Mom, because I know you're watching this in the end.
You got anything you want to promote? Say, got?
Oh man,
I don't mean to put you on the spot there.
hey, promote it all. You know, as you see, I'm here. Entrepreneur, actor, man. Material Opulence, my clothing brand. www.materialopulence.com. So this is it for men and women. So you can see that shirt.
There you go. I wore it specifically
So
for my boy here because I knew he was coming, so I had to represent.
yes, I appreciate it, man. Actor, entrepreneur.
Next episode, what are we doing?
Mortal Kombat's?
Mortal Kombat. Seen any of you seen the newest one? Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat?
Yeah, I seen the newest one.
Okay,
but
so
It was
all I know
good.
is-
I didn't care for what they did with some things.
Yeah, it sounded like
It
the
was
newest
alright.
one, but I mean,
I would like to bash it.
the first sequel was ass. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, the Annihilation.
Bro.
Annihilation was ass. All right,
It was.
so
The
that's all I'm
third
saying
one,
about
I don't
that.
even think was truly a movie, was it?
I didn't even know if there was a third one. Like, I knew they had like that little shitty ass series on YouTube,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I didn't know there was like a third one.
a little collection of it. I think it's a I don't
I have
know.
to-
I can't tell if it's a movie or what. I have to go back and check out my DVDs, but yeah, no, it was shit.
I have to check it out. Anyway, you guys know what it is. Ronald, Jimmy, James, we'll see you guys next week.